Thank you for being here. If you are here in person, I particularly want to thank you for coming out to the club. Back in March, we had to stop doing the live in-person shows until July, but we immediately started live streaming all of our shows at that time, and it's a great thing because the club never really went dark. So I want to thank you also if you are tuning in to that live stream here this evening. That's been such a cool new thing for the club to figure out how to do, and we owe a lot of that to our lead audio technician, Brian Dodson, who's working here this evening. Did terrific work with it. Yes, but there is nothing like being actually in the room for live music, and I know I'm not the only person who's been missing that outside of this room. It has always felt like a privilege to perform here and present music here, but it just feels even more so these days. I want to thank you for doing your part in making this a safe experience. We are taking that very seriously on our end here at the club, so thanks for keeping those masks on whenever you're not drinking. If you feel like you're getting sick of your mask, just drink more, and that is pretty much your only option. And set you up with a straw. If you are tuning in from home and enjoying the music tonight, feel free to consider sending in a contribution for these broadcasts. That has helped us invest in that and keep that an option moving forward, and keep working musicians coming through this place, local, regional, and national. Chad Elliott is just a supreme talent here in the state of Iowa in so many ways. He is a master of so many crafts as an artist, and it has been a privilege to witness his work in various mediums over the last several years to a decade. I was thinking earlier, I'm pretty sure I can think of the first time that I saw Chad perform, but it's been dozens of shows since then, and tonight promises to be a wonderful one as well. It's not a typical show for us here at the club, but it's part of a series that we started over a year ago called The Listening Room, which aimed to open the venue up to other genres, and specifically to great songwriters like Chad Elliott. Please welcome to the stage, Chad Elliott.
Thanks, Max. Appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who came out. Weird story is this guitar is owned by a friend of mine. I didn't tell this in the first set. Man, hopefully it doesn't go viral. This is a guitar loaned to me by a banjo player who fell in love with my first wife and is still my friend. Love that guy. Anyway, thanks for coming out, and thanks to Noce. Max, man, it's just been wonderful to get to know you over the years. I think it's been over a decade since I first met you, and it's a privilege to play here, and they treat the artists well. So do, if you're watching online, to tip generously here at Noce. I'm already paid for the evening, so please help them out. Keep the doors open, keep the flame going, so I can play these brand new songs. This is called "Soft Old Hearts." I was imagining this old couple. I wrote this out in Colorado this summer, and this old couple that had spent their entire lives apart, but they knew they were meant to be together. And then I watched Bridges of Madison County. Love in the Time of Cholera. I even painted a painting called Love in the Time of Corona. Thinking of this very notion right here. Even when we're soft old hearts, even when we're old and gray, there'll be no need for any answers to all the questions that trouble us today. Even when that boat is finally set sail and sailed around the moon and stars, we can finally be together, you and I, maybe when we're soft old hearts. If I get to hold your hand, if you take a walk with me, even if nothing else goes as planned, I still hope to finally someday see that one true thing that has kept me all these years, to look into your eyes and see that spark. We can finally be together, you and I, maybe when we're soft old hearts. Now I know I can be a foolhardy man. You probably think that I've gone mad. I just know all the years apart could speak for my heart. I'm sure that you would understand. So sing to me that sweet old song, you know, the one you used to sing for me. As we lie awake alone in the dawn, stirring on the morning's breeze, remember how we were, and maybe someday loving me won't seem so hard. We can finally be together, you and I, baby, when we're soft old hearts. Baby, when we're soft old hearts. Just remember how we were. Maybe someday loving me won't seem so hard. Oh, we could finally be together, you and I, baby, when we're soft old hearts. Baby, when we're soft old hearts. Thank you. That's a brand new song. Oh, man. Thank you so much. There's a little New Orleans for you. I went down to old Joe's barroom in the corner down by the square. Oh, the usual crowd was assembled, and Big Joe McKinney was there. He was standing at my shoulder. His eyes were bloodshot red. The huge crowd turned loose. And these were the words he said. I went down to the St. James Infirmary. I saw my baby there, stretched out on a long white table. so cold, so young, so fair. Oh, let her go, God bless her. I still remember her face. There, you stand there in the whole right face. So cold, so young, so fair. So when I die, please won't you bury me in my high-top Stetson hat? Put a $20 gold piece on my watch chain so that God knows I died standing pat. Oh, 6 gamblers for my pallbearers, and of course gonna sing me their song. Put a jazz band on my hearse wagon so I can raise Cain as I roll along. Oh, let her go, God bless her, wherever she may be. She can search this whole wide world over, but she'll never find a sweet man like me. Rubber-tied carriage, roll out your old-time hag. There are 12 men going down to the graveyard, but only 11 coming back. Oh, so now that you heard my story, won't you give me another shot of booze? And if anybody happens to ask you, tell him I got them gambler's blues. Oh, let her go, God bless her, wherever she may be. She can search this whole wide world over, but she'll never find a sweeter man than me. Oh, she'll never find another man like me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Messed up the words there. I couldn't remember the words for a second there. It's only over 100 years old, that song. Should have learned it by now. But if you're interested, that's one I recorded with the Redemptions down in Memphis, live there in Sun Studio, which is a historic old studio down there where Elvis and Johnny Cash got their starts. I sang a New Orleans song in Memphis. This is an older song here. Not as old as that last one, obviously. It's older for me. I met a woman out in Missoula, Montana. Her name was Maureen. And it was the day after I found out that my wife at the time was with my best friend. I went on a date with this girl, Maureen. I just was like, I just want to see more of you, Maureen. Maureen. Mm-hmm. Maureen. Made me sing in falsetto. That's how desperate I was at the time. That's who wrote this song. Oh, Maureen, why you treating me? Oh, Maureen, why you treating me so mean? I just want to see you, why you treating me mean? When I go out walking all around the town, girl, I go out walking all around the town. I try to find you, but the blues is all I found. Oh, Maureen, Maureen, Maureen. Oh, Maureen, why you treating me mean? I just want to see you, why you treat me mean. So I saw you walking with that other man. Girl, I saw you talking to that other man. But I'm still a fool for you, you know I truly am. Woo, Maureen, 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 that's the falsetto. Why you treating me? I just want to see you, why you treating me? So Maureen, where you going out tonight? Ooh, Maureen, where you going out tonight? Come back to me, darling, I'll treat you right. Oh, Maureen, 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 I just want to see more of you, Maureen. Why you treating me so mean, Maureen? Ah, Maureen, 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 why you treating me mean? I just want to see you, why you treating me mean? I just want to see you, why you treating me mean? Thank you so much. I wish it weren't true, but it's very true. So, I've been going through some good writing spells here over the last 6-7 months or so, and this is one I wrote over the pandemic. And you know, the one good thing as a writer is you can do it anywhere. And as soon as the world locked down, I was like, oh man, I'm going to write like crazy. And I did. I wrote probably this year almost 60 songs. It's a lot of songs to write in a year. And, but that's almost normal. But this one here is one that came out of that. It was a full moon. It was somewhere in March. I think they had the cold moon, right? I think it was March. Maybe it was April. I was sitting on my back porch and I wrote this song here, looking up at the full moon. They have names for all the full moons these days. They have the pepper moon. They have the sugar moon. They have all the spices, really. It's the harvest moon, of course. But then this one was the cold moon. And so I was like, I got to write about the cold moon here. And I'm hoping Willie Nelson cuts this song. That's why I wrote it on the nylon string here. It's like, Willie, help a brother out. I've no love songs left to sing. I've no more pretty tunes. Tonight there'll be no more talk of love. It's only me in the cold, cold moon. When the wind mourns the loss of a song, its whisper wanders round the many empty rooms, leaving faint traces of echoes from the past, of you and me neath the cold, cold moon. I can only wait till dawn. That's all that I can do. Tonight there'll be no more talk of love. It's only me in the cold, cold moon. I have no love songs left to sing. I have no more pretty tunes. Tonight there'll be no more talk of love. It's only me in the cold, cold moon. Oh, thank you. Thank you. A little fly me to the moon at the end there. So I played a similar set here already this evening, but it was a little quieter outing. So thanks for coming out tonight and clapping your hands. I appreciate it. It was also my mom was in the first audience, so changes things when your mother's in the less stories, I can tell you that much. No, she's seen it all. Anyway, this is called Dirty River Catfish Blues, and it's all about, well, it's all about the bottom feeding of my life. My 6-year-old son, now he's 7, I guess. My 7-year-old son loves this song. This is his favorite song that I've ever written. And I'm just like, he has friends over for breakfast, and I'm sitting there in the other room painting, and I'm sitting there going, don't know this song. And he's like singing all the lyrics. He knows every word to this song. This other kid's like, what is this? And he goes, that's my dad. He's like, dirty river, clean my soul. I'm like, he just stops. And he's like, hey, Dad, what does that mean? I'm like, you don't want to know. Not right now, yeah. someday you'll find out, son. Dirty river, clean my soul. Well, I bottled up my poetry, pawned that ring he gave to me. Got too tired of the same old song. Dirty river, come take me. Where we're going, I can't see. Once again, I'll fall into your fold. 'Cause a thirsty man will walk all the way to the sea. That cool, dirty river's holy water for me. I can't sink, I can't swim. Catfish freedom's back again. Dirty river, clean my soul. Woo. If you don't ask, I won't tell. I won't risk me catching hell. Just so you can bend me to your will. I would like to remind you of a man you once loved, tried and true. All the holes he left I can't fill. 'Cause a diamond in the rough I am not. I'm more like that big old bottom feeder that you caught. I can't sink, I can't swim. Catfish freedom's back again. Oh, dirty river, clean my soul. Woo. To the kitchen sink, but you can't make him take a drink if he don't want to help himself. It's kind of like that thirsty horse, he can lead him straight to the source, but if you're stubborn as a mule, it don't help. So don't work too hard when it's hot outside. That cool, dirty river's all you got sometimes. I can't sink, I can't swim. Catfish freedom's back again. Oh, dirty river, clean my soul. Not a diamond in the rough I am not. I'm more like that big old bottom feeder that you got. I can't sink, I can't swim. Catfish freedom's back again. Oh, dirty river, clean my soul. Oh, dirty river, clean my soul. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you. Last time I played here was about this time of year. Actually, it was I think it was November, but I had my trio here, and then Tina Osvin, they came and joined us, and it was just a fun night. And I'm missing them tonight, and hopefully next time we'll be bringing Kevin Banky and Jim Van Dorn, and who knows who else, maybe a couple others. And anyway, I'm hoping to record an album with those gentlemen. This one is going to be on that list. So instead of a trumpet, I'm going to have to whistle. I don't know. Roll on, underneath this harvest moon. Have you ever seen a more lovely light? It's like honey pouring down on the old raccoon. Let's get lost for a little while, darling, let's lose the time. Life is so much sweeter with you. September always did make you smile. Roll on, be on your way, underneath this harvest moon. Have you ever seen a more lovely light? And it's like honey pouring down on the old raccoon. So let's get lost for a little while, and darling, let's lose the time. Life is so much sweeter with you. September always did make you smile. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I need a trumpet player. Let's give Brian a big round of applause. Thank you, my friend. It's good to meet you, my friend. Yeah, great stuff. Yeah. I was in a studio in Nashville, and the producer had called me up, and his name was Ken Coomer. He's great. He was a drummer, which says a lot about him, actually. He was this drummer from Wilco and Uncle Tupelo, and he was one of those forming members of those bands, and he's played with all the greats, you know, and he's played in all the studios. And he called me up. I was living in Coon Rapids, Iowa at the time, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Ken Coomer from Wilco," which I'm a big fan of Wilco anyway, and I knew who he was before he even said. And he's like, "I would love to work with you. Would you like to come down to Nashville and record with me?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm in Coon Rapids, Iowa. You think I'm not going to come down to Nashville and record with you?" Yeah, what's the price? And I went down and worked with him, and as I'm in the studio, and I'm working on this song that's a tribute to Townes Van Zandt, one of my favorite songwriters, and he's a Texas songwriter, and he's like, I said, "What's the publishing credits? Do I need to credit him, and how do I go through about the royalty rights of this song?" And he's like, "Man," he goes, "Are you driving a Cadillac?" I'm like, no. I got a Dodge Caravan outside. And he's like, "When you're driving a Cadillac, they'll come for the money. That means those are Cadillac problems, and you don't have those. And then they'll come for it when you're making that much money off this song." And I just said, I got to write a song. So I went off to the hotel room that night, and I wrote this song called "Cadillac Problems, Buick Times." your big degree, but you still can't pay the rent. Someone tell me just where my money went. 'Cause all I can see from the back of the line is a fast and faded dollar sign. It's a Cadillac problem, but we're living here in Buick time. Those are Cadillac problems, but you're still in Buick time. Oh, and the rich get rich, and the poor end up on the floor. Oh, the maid walks in and asks what you're fighting for. There's a stain on the back of a dress so fine. Let's just say that it's not red wine, it's a Cadillac problem. You're in Buick time. Oh, those are Cadillac problems, but yours always in Buick times. So fasten your belt, 'cause it looks like we're in for a ride. The deal that dealt was a big blow to your pride. It doesn't matter which clock you wind, we all wind up in a box of pine. It's a Cadillac problem, don't you know you're in Buick times? Those are Cadillac problems, you're still in a Dodge Caravan, man. Buick times, Buick times. Those are Cadillac problems. Step on back in your Cadillac, Buick times, Buick times. Those Cadillac problems, we're all here living in Buick time. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Here's another new one. This one's easy to sing along to if you want. You can sing along at home. You can sing right here. Or you just sit there in your mask. It's fine. This one is really easy. I just say, on my mind. You go, on my mind. On my mind. On my mind. Yeah. I got trouble on my mind. On my mind. There, you got it. It's going to be good video right here. It's called Trouble on My Mind. I have not released this one yet, but hopefully within the next year or so. I meet all the right people at all the wrong times. Half my life I've chased a white line, rolling down the road, nothing but trouble on my mind. I was on my way to Houston by way of San Antonio, met a guy in Shiner who wanted to take me home, but I kept rolling down the road, nothing but trouble on my mind. Here we go. On my mind, on my mind, on my mind. I got trouble on my mind, on my mind. Whoa, sweet mama, daddy's got trouble on his mind. Every man for himself these days. Every dog gets his day. The Rolling Stone gathers no more say. In half my life I've been a stone's throw away. Sure, I made a lot of money, all the Roosevelt dimes. If you add it all up, I probably lost more time, but I kept rolling down the road, nothing but trouble on my mind. If I had to do it all over, I'd probably buy a boat. Like Lyle Lovett says, get on a pony and learn to float. Way out to the salt, salt sea. Nothing but trouble on my mind. On my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Yeah, I got trouble on my mind. Yeah. Whoa, sweet mama, your daddy's got trouble on his mind. When it all falls off, I'll probably settle down. Till then, I'll take comfort in your sleepy little town. Home is where you hang your hat. Baby, that suits me just fine. From West Hollywood to West Memphis, Arkansas, Lower Massachusetts to a Butte, Montana bar, I kept rolling down the road. Nothing but trouble on my mind. On my mind, on my mind. I got trouble on my mind. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got trouble on his mind. Oh, sweet mama, your daddy's got trouble on his mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, appreciate it. I'll take it back to the golden yesterdays, to the greener grass of a distant field, where the black rain clouds threatened everything. Every path was washed away. There's nothing left for us to say. The lightning cracked and the thunder moaned. Pony took off to the hills. The wind was whistling a sad, mournful song you knew you could never forget. You couldn't get it out of your head. Oh, but it's water under the bridge. Oh, it's just water under the bridge. Oh, it's just water under the bridge. Though I know you won't forget it, it's just water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. Ooh. You people packed up and just moved on. Left you standing in one place, like a boulder that rolled down the mountain face. You finally found a place, got yourself out of the race. Oh, I don't know much, but I remember you in all your wandering ways. Where did the wind go that you just to push your sail. Maybe it's all for the best. Oh, your things they won't forget. Oh, but it's water under the bridge. Yes, it's just water under the bridge. Oh, it's just water under the bridge. Though I know you won't forget it. Just water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. Still be living in town. Ooh, he may show his face sometimes. Split of a wall and he cannot cross, no matter how hard he tries, no matter how hard he tries. Oh, 'cause he beats you down with his words. Ooh, he cuts you deep down inside. He broke your heart into a million pieces, though your soul he can't divide. No soul you can't divide. Oh, but it's water under the bridge. Oh, it's just water under the bridge. Let it go, let it flow, water under the bridge. Ooh, it's just water under the bridge. Times may be hard right now, it's just water under the bridge. Ooh, let it go, let it flow. Like water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. That's on the album Rest Heavy. We were all in that Memphis, you know, at Sun Studio, and I was standing where, you know, all these greats have stood, and I asked my band, you know, I was like, on that song, I'm like going, I'm just going to riff, and you guys just sing Water Under the Bridge at the end, you know. And they got real quiet all of a sudden. I was like, come on, boys. But you could hear it on the album. They're singing along, you know, Water Under the Bridge. It's one of those moments that we were all kind of feeling it in that studio. It's called My Old Addiction. It's actually one of the only covers I'll do tonight. Most of these are original songs. And this is a David Wilcox song. He's a great folk singer out of Asheville, North Carolina. But I remember hearing it when I was 18 years old, this song. I was going through college. My roommate was a jazz saxophone player, and I owe it to him really how I got started doing this. He's actually played on the stage. He's a band instructor out in Dallas Center Grimes. Steve Britt is his name. He'd take me down to Sardines down in Kansas City, and he grew up in St. Louis, and I'd be this 18-year-old white boy going to these clubs that I probably was not normally seen at, and this old black woman wanted me to take me home that night, and I was like, well, heck yeah, I'm 18 years old. The world is a brand new place, and listening to these great jazz players, and I'm just sitting there, and my roommate in college gets up there with him, and he's just riffing back and forth, and I'm just moved by jazz music. I wouldn't say I'm a jazz singer, obviously, but to be able to play in a jazz club, it kind of brings it all full circle for me. And I heard this song at the same time. It's about Chet Baker, great trumpet player. Anyway, it was this rabbit hole of learning, trumpet players and Miles Davis and all these greats. But anyway, this unsung swan song. My old addiction changed the wiring in my brain so that when it turns the switches, I am not the same. Like the flowers toward the sun, I will follow, stretch myself out thin. Like there's a part of me that's already buried, sends me out into this window. My old addiction. There's a flood upon the land. On this tiny lifeboat can keep me dry, but my weight is all that it can stand. This tiny boat is when I try to lean just a little, just a splash to cool my feet. All that trickle turns out fickle, fills my boat up 5 miles deep. Makes me crave only what is best. Like these just this morning songbirds, craving upwards from the nest. These tiny birds outside my window take my hand to be their mom. All these open mouths would trust and swallow anything that came along. Like my old addiction at the other side of day. As the springtime of my life's time turns the other way, if a swan can have a song, I think I'd know that tune. but the page is only scrawled, and I'm gone this afternoon. But the page is only scrawled, and I am gone this afternoon. All right. Hey, thank you. Oh, David Wilcox for it. Well, let's try this piano thing now. Thank you all for coming out tonight. This is the first night I've ever played piano live, so I'm excited to be able to. Do a little medley here. So there's two new songs here. It's called Adeline and Resignation Blues. Yeah. When our world fell apart, I had begged for your heart. I could see you were drifting away. I moved out, you moved on. Thought it best to stay gone, so that I did not lose my mind. I know now I just lost more time. Oh, you remain on my mind, Adeline. There's a song you would sing as you stood at the sink, washing dishes in the sun. I've searched for that song since the day you moved on, since I have you on the line. Could you sing it just one more time, Adeline? Oh, you remain on my mind, Adeline. So the story ends, but I tell you, my friends, I never needed that goodbye. When a woman meets a man, she leads him by the hand till one of them must fly, while the others left asking why. Adeline. I've resigned from my time of loving you to a life of solitude, nothing but kindness in my heart. Go out walking down the boulevard, tripping over yards filled with flowers, reminded of you. I've resigned from my time of loving you. What else could I do? Walk away with kindness in my heart. I see your friends sometimes, they shake their head at me, oh, say that you're so carefree now. I say I'm happy, give my regards to you, 'cause I've resigned from my time loving you. What else could I do? Walk away with kindness in my heart. I go to sleep sometimes, stare up at the stars, wonder just where you are. As falling wishes fall from my field of view. But I've resigned from my time of loving you. What else could I do? Walk away with kindness in my heart, drifting to the blue with kindness in my heart. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I got one more song for you. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. And thanks again to Noce for having me part of this listening room series. If you're interested in CDs, I do have a suitcase over there. I'd say Rest Heavy is the one you want to get, but you know, if folks want to get others, that's fine. Wreck and Ruin's great. It's called Headed My Way. This last month, I went down to Muscle Shoals and recorded a whole new album, and it's going to be out in next year, at the beginning of next year. I got some amazing players. Bo Ramsey went down there with me and produced it with me, and Spooner Oldham, who is a great keyboard player. He played with everyone you can think of. I mean, the guy was like, we're sitting at lunch, and he's like, eating a sandwich with me, and he's like, you know that guy, you know, there's a song called, he sat and thought about it, and he's like, Bad, Bad Leroy Brown. You know that song? Yeah, I know that song. Yeah, I was playing with Jim Croce on that song, and it's like I was late to my session, and it was in L.A., and I went down to sit down to play on it, and I didn't even know who the guy was back in the booth, and they just said, it's in this key, and play like a Jerry Lee Lewis thing. And they go, 1, 2, 3. He's like, dun, 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 dun. That's what you hear on the record of Jim Croce. I'm like sitting there eating a sandwich with him going, this is happening right now. Anyway, that'll be out next year. I worked with him and David Hood, who played on everybody's stuff as well, the bass player, David Hood. And but before that, November 13th, there's a new album. It's going to be digitally released. I recorded with all these Iowa artists. Tina Haas-Finlay joins me, and man, there's too many to mention, really. But the Maytag horn section played on this album, and Matt Woods played some slide guitar on it. So yeah, it's Todd Partridge produced it out in Auburn, Iowa. And that'll be November 13th. It's called Tangle with the Ghost. And so we went and recorded this song, this one here, in both those sessions. And none of them took. So I'm hoping next album I'll be able to do it somewhere down the road. This thing's like 10 years old. I wrote this on a banjo out in Montana. It was a little out of tune when I wrote it, so. Well, the clouds keep rolling by and by. I keep asking why, oh why can't you be heading my way? Why can't you be heading my way? Lord, I'm never gonna stray. You're heading my way. I break my back just to break that soil. Lord, I turned in, Lord, I toil. Why can't you be heading my way? Lord, I'm never gonna stray. You're heading my way. My darling left just the other night, and I put up quite an awful fight, crying, why can't you be heading my way? Lord, I'm never gonna stray. You're heading my way. No, I'm never gonna ramble. You're heading my way. the clouds keep rolling by and by. I keep asking why, oh, why can't you be heading my way? Lord, I'm never gonna stray. If you're heading my way, I'm never gonna ramble. If you're heading my way. All right, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much.